Okay, cool. So I just want this to be more of a conversation. You show who you are and outside of hockey, some of your passions. What got you into hockey? Can you tell me a little bit about your early years in hockey and how that started?
Yeah, so it started basically from when I was born. I have four brothers.
Hmm.
When I was growing up, three of them played hockey. One played at like a bigger level. He played junior hockey around that time in Canada. And yeah, I like basically ever since I was like one or two, I just started seeing him and I started playing hockey in our house and I just banged all the walls and that's probably how I got
Yeah.
into it. Like I could barely walk and I was playing hockey, so.
What's your favorite part of the game? Like offensive rush, defense, or something else?
Obviously, offense.
Hmm.
That's what everybody likes to do. But I would say kind of like, yeah, just enjoy the sport, like being with the guys. Just not a specific scenario, but just being around the guys, enjoying the season.
But can you build your perfect forward, like hockey IQ, skating, shot, and physicality?
Like compared to hockey, like NHL players, or
Yeah, past or present. Just like
mm,
who you think would be the best on each attribute.
skating, definitely Connor McDavid. The
Yeah,
thing he does is just crazy. Hockey IQ, probably Sidney Crosby. Insane hot. Or kind of like past Pavel Datsuk. Love
yeah.
that guy when he played.
I'm getting that a
Uh,
lot actually.
yeah, physicality. First name that come to my mind is Eric Lindros. I probably never seen
Hmm.
him play, but from what I heard, and I know my brothers loved him, and I think he was physical a lot. And yeah, what else is there? Shot probably Ovechkin. His one timers. That's a no brainer. Um, yeah, skills. Patrick Kane. I
Yeah.
loved him watching. What when I was growing up, that was my favorite player. Just his skills, that's insane. So that would probably be like build my
I'm a
dream.
big Blackhawks fan, so I love that you said that you watch Patrick Kane. I grew up on him and watching the Dynasty, so that's
Hmm.
awesome. He was so skilled.
Insanely.
Do you think that Ovechkin's gonna break the record this year?
Yeah, probably. It's absolutely crazy what he does this season. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he will beat it for sure.
It might be one of the greatest sports moments I've ever seen. So
Yeah,
that'll
yeah.
be really cool.
I'm excited for that.
Who in your eyes is the best player in the NHL under 23?
Under 23,
Yeah.
hmm, that's a good question. I mean, that's hard. It's kind of like I don't really watch NHL like that much, but
Yeah.
obviously Bedard was first in my mind. But yeah, him, Tim Stützle, from like what he came
Hmm.
through, definitely probably one of the best. So those guys, yeah.
That's a really good one. What do you think your biggest strength on ice is?
I would like to say some like hockey sense, like hockey IQ. I think I can make it like big, probably like size too.
What play, in your opinion, have you watched the most that you've made over and over? Like, what play have you rewatched?
There's one play. I don't like watch most plays like a lot, but I know there's one play when I against Omaha, the start of the season, I got a puck in our neutral zone, and I went between the legs, go past the defender, and then like a spin move, pass it to our guy, and he missed. So that's why I watched it so many times because I'm kind of like
Yeah.
talking about it. Like, why did you miss? It was such a good clip. So probably
Yeah.
that one.
What is your guilty pleasure song, and what would be your top song for like karaoke?
I mean, for karaoke, "Stay" by
Hmm.
Rihanna. I don't know why, but like 2 years ago, me
Stay.
and my
Yeah.
friends started singing it all the time in the locker room. And my go-to like artist is probably Frank Ocean
Hmm.
or like that type of music. Yeah.
I actually love singing "Stay" from Rihanna and Miko, or I can't remember I don't know his name, but yeah, I'm an amateur car singer, so that's a really good one when I
Yeah.
jam out. Um, that's really good. If you could take one skill from any NHL player, past or present, what would it be and why?
Y- Um. Yeah. It's first thing that came up to my mind was that Datsuk IQ. So probably him or maybe Ovi's shot, Ovechkin's shot. That would probably help me the most, I think. So
Yeah.
maybe that. One of those two.
Besides hockey, is there anything that you're ultra competitive about?
Well, everything. Like I
Yeah.
have to lose. So any board game against my ability, I want to win. So yeah,
My next question was, do you hate losing more than you love winning? So,
absolutely. Yeah.
what's one skill you're currently working on to improve?
Probably using my body, learning how to use it, how to give body check, how to receive it. Kind of that.
Hmm. Other than hockey, what's another sport that you love to watch?
Soccer, definitely.
Mhm.
I
Who's your team?
Slavia Prague. It's my hometown team, and yeah, I love soccer almost as much as hockey. It's just my passion.
Hmm. Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi, Messi.
Messi?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Who's your sports goat of all time?
Probably Messi,
Hmm.
but also I like to acknowledge what Gretzky did in hockey. I think if hockey was a bigger sport, he would be like an all-time sports goat. So probably those two.
I like those two. I'm a Messi guy over Ronaldo, so I like that. Um, Watching that World Cup against Mbappe in France, that was the
I
best
was
game I've seen.
I was almost crying. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool seeing him win that. What's your favorite childhood game?
Probably PV Quebec. It's like yeah, when I was like 13.
Hmm.
Quebec and PV is just probably one of the best tournaments I ever played in. It's just we were in the finals in front of like 12,000 people, a bunch of 13-year-olds. We won 3-0. I got a game-winning goal because Benak passed me to wide open net, so I just put it in. Was happy, so probably that.
Is that,
What?
did you say Adam Benak?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We were in the
Yeah.
same line, so that was good.
Who's the best player you've ever played against or has been on your team? Either or.
Against probably McKenna at
Oh, wow.
U17s.
Hmm.
Um,
Can you tell me a little bit about him and his game?
I mean, to be completely honest, in that game we won 4-0. It was Czech against Canada, and it was like because Canada split into two teams at U17, so they weren't as good. And I really like didn't see him that much, which he's insane hockey player. Like everybody knows that. In that game, it was not like I've seen an insane player, but it was probably because we were just better. But yeah, like what he does now, I think he has 15 points in the last three games. So
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
had
even
7 points in his last game.
it's
Oh,
just crazy. Like even if I look at that game, like from videos, I've seen a few things I haven't seen in the game, but I've seen it in the video, and he's still yeah, he's insane hockey player.
yeah. Who's your favorite player growing up?
Yeah, probably the first is was Patrick Kane or Paul Datsuk. Then it kind of shifted to like Jack Eichel during like
Mm.
from 10 to 14, I guess. And yeah, probably those three guys.
Wow. Sabres Jack Eichel.
Hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
He was really good. Um, let's zoom out and you win the Stanley Cup. What does your day with the cup look like?
That's good. I would definitely take it to my city. I live like kind of on the edge of Prague, in like a small town, so I would
Mm.
definitely take it there, enjoy it with my friend, then take it to my hometown club where I played before I left here. Yeah, just enjoy the day probably. I don't know. I don't have much to say. Just enjoy it.
Yeah. That's really cool. What's your perfect 5-year plan?
5-year plan?
Yeah.
I mean, well, perfect. I would like to talk about like a more realistic plan. I think
Hmm.
3 years in college, then sign an NHL contract and battle for an NHL spot. That's my plan, kind of.
Yeah. Are you a trash talker in games? And what's the best chirp you've ever heard or gotten?
Mm, I definitely started chirping it way more later in the season because like before I'm kind of like I believe in karma and I think kind of like what you give comes back to you. So I don't like to chirp that much. but I also can say some stuff. I don't know any like specific chirps. I
Yeah.
don't think I can remember. Yeah, I cannot say like one specific chirp, but I started definitely chirping a lot more later in the season.
The best one I've ever heard was I was interviewing Lyndon Lakovich, and he said that his coaches and play teammates chirp him about having hairy legs, and I didn't really necessarily need to know that, but I thought that was a good one to share. But yeah,
That's a good one, yeah.
if you could play any other professional sport, what would it be?
Probably soccer or basketball.
What position in either of them? I played both, so
In soccer, probably a goalie. I always like being a
nice.
goalie. And in basketball, yeah, point guard, shooting guard.
What does success in hockey mean to you?
Um, that's a good question. Probably doing the things you always wanted to do and accomplishing them, accomplishing the goals you set.
Hmm. What was the best game that you ever imagined you playing in? Like you were on fire that day, you just felt the energy, you felt it.
Well, I don't think I can say like a single game when I was like, oh my God, I'm insane right now.
Hmm.
Hopefully it will come. Hopefully there will be a game like that, but I don't think I can have like a game I can say right now.
What's one thing that your teammates know about you that fans probably don't?
That I like I'm clothing a lot, like style and stuff like that. So I like to dress up nicely or like
Hmm.
kind of differently than US people.
What's your favorite style? Like what brands do you wear or something like that? What's
Uh,
your go-to?
I kind of like not as known brands. I choose a lot of brands that I've never heard of before. I just like kind of go with it. So yeah, it's not like Nike or I like Nike probably from the bigger brands, but I kind of go and choose like smaller brands.
Hmm. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's different. What pregame rituals and weirdest pregame ritual you've ever heard?
Ooh. Um, well, weirdest pregame ritual. I don't know, probably like sticking your stick in the trash bag. That's pretty weird. Um,
Yeah.
and what was the first question?
What's your pregame ritual?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of change it. I like I'd never stick with one specific through the whole season. I just go with things that work for me. So I always like find something, and when it works, maybe one ritual I do all the season was I juggled the soccer ball 24 times before every single game, and I have to do it at the first attempt. So that's what I did. I'm doing all the season
Why 24 times?
because my number is 24. So I was
Hmm.
like that's kind of easy, but it's also like a good ritual. So.
Is that the number you would want to pick in the NHL if you had your preference?
I always played with 11, and
Hmm.
so I would probably pick 11. I don't know, probably 11 if I had to choose. That was also always my favorite number.
What's something on your bucket list you haven't done but want to do?
Um, uh, I would like to travel way
Hmm.
more. Visit like I would like to have like a 2 months off, just visit explore more countries, probably.
If you can play in an NHL rink, outdoor or indoor, anywhere in the world, where would it be? Because you said you'd want to travel.
Mm, well, like every rink in the world or like
Yeah,
NHL.
any area, like anywhere. Like someone said, Alaska once, like anywhere.
I think that's a good question. I would like to play hockey like Hawaii, something like that. Just like some nice scenery behind and outdoor hockey,
Yeah,
something like that.
that'd be a really cool place. Have you ever seen Lost? Hawaii is where they filmed Lost, and it's so beautiful over there. In it.
Mm,
You've never seen, no,
never
it's
seen them.
older.
Yeah.
Um, what's one message you'd like to give to your fans and supporters?
Mm, well, if I have any, that would be good, but uh, I don't know, maybe like thank him, probably. Never
Hmm.
heard that question before. That's good, but probably just thank him for his support, yeah.
What is it like when you go to a coffee shop, or if you go anywhere, do you get mobbed by fans, ask for autographs or anything like that? Pictures?
It is kind of it's nice. It's nice when somebody knows you and you're like, "Oh, you know me," and
Yeah.
you want a photo. So it's like a it like kind of it's a nice feeling. I kind of like explain it pretty nicely. Yeah, it's just a nice feeling. It kind of like it makes you smile.
Do you remember the first time you signed an autograph or were asked for a picture or anything?
Probably not the first time. No, I remember I was having a struggle with creating an autograph for myself. So that was good.
Do you have it down now? Something you
Yeah,
like?
yeah, yeah. Hopefully it's not as bad. So, but kind of figure out.
That's awesome. How do you mentally prepare for a big game?
Uh, just stick with the plan. Just kind of like to remind myself the good things I did.
Mhm.
What's my game? What are my strengths? And just roll with it.
Do you play any video games or anything to wind down a big game or a tough game?
Yeah, I'm a big gamer. Not as much
Hmm.
now. I don't have much time, but I probably Minecraft. That's one of my favorites. Obviously, like Fortnite. Play
Hmm.
that a lot. Yeah, we play with the boys sometimes. So all sorts of things. We kind of change it a lot, but probably Minecraft's my most. I like that game the most probably.
A couple prospects told me this was my best question. So, favorite place to land in Fortnite?
Tilted Towers.
Yeah.
Just
A lot of
go with
people said Pleasant because they immediately done and tilted, so that's great. It shows your competitive edge for landing there.
it. That's a good question. Yeah.
Can you describe your game in 3 words?
Um, I would like to say it sound like tough, but not as like tough. Like, how would I say it? It's kind of hard. Mm, I guess I like to like bump people a lot. I don't know if there's like a word for it. Maybe skillful and I would like to say trustworthy, hopefully.
Mhm. Those are great. What message do you have for younger players who look up to you or are trying to get into the same position you were
Just work harder than everybody, and maybe don't look at our players. Look at yourself only.
in?
Like
Hmm.
everybody has a different path, and everybody's gonna eventually make it in life in some position. So don't look at our players, look at yourself, get better every day.
Do you have like a catchphrase if people are, playing basketball, they say Kobe or something? Do you have a catchphrase for when someone goes bar down or something?
Probably not. Not really. But like
Okay, and go ahead.
Kobe when I shoot some like paper, definitely. But
Yeah. Um, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind in the game of hockey or your life?
um, probably just being a nice guy. Being it's like hockey's obviously such an important thing, but I think the most important thing in life is just being nice. And I would like one day to sit down and know that people kind of like look at me and say, yeah, he's a nice guy. He was always not even like happy, but just like being a good person. That's probably the most important thing in life.
If you're having dinner with any three athletes that are alive, who would they be?
Dead or alive?
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant for sure. Um, yeah, Leo Messi,
Hmm.
definitely the second one, and probably Connor McDavid.
If you had two line mates to that would maximize your potential, who would they be? Past or present as well.
Mm, I mean, my line right now is pretty good and it kind of
Hmm.
max. So David Klee and Jack Galanek, I would like easy answer those two.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer. Is there a specific NHL defenseman you'd love to challenge one on one?
Uh, Kale McCarr. I would want to play against Kale McCarr. I would want to get him get a take on and just get
Yeah.
a fuck out of him or just dangle something like that. Yeah.
And you've been so generous with your time, and I don't. I that was the end of my questions list. So, is there anything that a question that you haven't been asked or that you want to be asked in an interview or anything like that?
I don't think so. I think you had really nice questions, honestly. Like the
Thank you.
Fortnite question, I'm gonna remember that forever. So
I appreciate that.
thank you for your time.
You were
Yeah.
great. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining Draft Pros and taking the time out of your busy schedule, I'm sure, to do this video or interview. This was great, and you're a terrific person. So I hope you the best and in your journey.
Yeah, you too. Have a good
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, you
All
too, man.
right. See
I'll
ya.
see you in the Fortnite lobbies. All right.